Hey guys, it's Dan from Guitar Talk. Welcome to another episode of Guitar Talk. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you that have done it so far. It really helps the channel grow. Roll that intro. Hey everyone, welcome back to Guitar Talk. Today we are going to look at the made in Mexico Fender Player Acoustasonic Telecaster. Checking out the body as we normally do, it's a mahogany body with a solid Sitka spruce top. You have got a volume and a blend control, three-way switch, rosewood bridge, and then it's a twin pickup system, which is an N4 noiseless pickup, and then an undersaddle pickup as well. Moving over to the neck side of things on this, we've got a mahogany neck with a deep C profile, rosewood fretboard with 22 narrow tool frets. It's a 12-inch radius and a 25.5-inch scale. So a lot of you out there are going to want to know the differences between this and the American counterpart. To my knowledge, the main differences are, one, you've got 6 tonal options rather than all the options you've got in the American one. So you've got a three-way switch, and then the blend control blends between 2 different tones. And then the other main thing is on the back here, you've got a 9-volt battery rather than the charging port that you get on the American version. I actually prefer the 9-volt battery because if you are at a gig and you run out of power, it's really easy if you've got a spare battery just to whip one out your bag and then take this one out and put another one in and off you go, compared to if you run out of power when you've got a USB charging port, because it will be a pain probably to plug in a USB and start charging your guitar when all you want to do is get to playing. So obviously the main thing with this guitar is that it's all about tone and the different tonal options you can get. And I've got to say, if you are looking for a classic Telecaster tone, I know they say it does electric sounds and acoustic sounds, but you will not get a classic Telecaster tone out of this. You will get a lot of interesting tones out of it. But if you are buying this because you want the best of both worlds in terms of classic Tele and acoustic, then be very, very mindful of listening to clips all over the place of these, because you will not get that classic Tele tone. But that being said, you will get a lot of really cool usable tones out of this. Staying on the subject of tone, I gotta say I love the acoustic sounds you can get out of this. So with the switch in the 3rd position, you've got a big bodied dreadnought and a small bodied acoustic, and they sound really, really good. The other selections you can get are sort of like a hot bridge pickup and sort of like a slightly lo-fi bridge pickup, that kind of thing. And then you can get a blend between the acoustic and electric pickup. So you can get some cool, interesting tones out of this. But for me, acoustic is still where it really shines. Finishing on this has been done really, really well. It's an all over matte satin finish that feels really, really smooth. All of that's been done perfectly on this model. I can't see any imperfections on it, and in the flesh, it just looks really, really classy. Setup wise, out of the box for me is unfortunately where it falls down a little bit. The action is really nice, and you know, the intonation's in, so that's really good. It's playable there, but the fret ends have not been finished very well. They're sharp. You can feel them when you're running your hand up and down, which to me isn't great. This is over £1,000 in the UK, and I know some people out there will say if you want a really nicely finished one, then get the American one and spend extra, but honestly, at over £1,000, I do not know a single person that spends that much money on a guitar and says to themselves, man, I can't wait to get it home so I can take it to my luthier so they can finish the frets off properly. At that price point, you should not be needing to get the frets finished properly. They should be good out of the box. So that is the only bit that falls down for me, and unfortunately, it is a big thing because it's part of the playability when you're moving your hand up and down the neck, is that you can feel it, and it's sharp, and sometimes you catch your hand on it, it hurts, it's not pleasant. The rest of it, great, but just sadly, what I'm finding is classic 2021 Mexican Fender fretwork. Would I own one of these personally? I mean, it is a cool guitar to have lying around in the studio, so if you just want some cool acoustic tones plugged straight in, and then some different electric kind of tones with just like a flick of a switch, that is cool. At this price point for those wacky tones, I would probably rather have a traditional acoustic and a traditional electric, because as I said, the electric tones you get out of this aren't like a normal Telecaster or a Strat style tone or anything like that. It is cool, but for me and the kind of stuff that I would do, I'd rather have just the traditional acoustic and electric. But there's nothing wrong with this and what it does, just I wouldn't have a use for it personally. For those of you that wonder how it plays a lot more like an acoustic than it does an electric. So if you're looking for something with that kind of slinky, fast electric guitar feel, then this isn't it. If you're looking for something that feels like an acoustic, then this is what that feels like. Especially with the bronze strings on it. You could restring it and put some nickel wound strings on it, but I don't know how that would make the acoustic tones feel. But with the wound third and all that kind of stuff, it definitely feels a lot more along the kind of acoustic ballpark. So overall, what do I think about this? I think it's a really cool, quirky guitar with loads of cool tones in it. Obviously, the tones that it gives might not be useful for everyone, but some people will find them really useful. As I said, I love the acoustic tones in this. It's a shame about the fret ends. I would love to see those done properly, but that just goes across the board for most Mexican Fenders these days. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You know, do you have one of these? Are the fret ends nice on yours? That would be really helpful for people that are looking at these to know in case this is just a one-off. Other than that, you know, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It really helps us grow. If you want to ask me anything or you want me to cover anything, drop me an email at dan@guitargategiveaway.co.uk. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.